What happens when you combine the Leon the Professional, Smokin Aces, Wanted, and John Wick into one movie? You get Polar. What up, everybody? It's your boy D coming at you with another episode of the DA Experience. I got another review for you, and you know what? It came from Netflix. Netflix. So this weekend I checked out the movie Polar, and it stars can't think of his name, but old boy from Hannibal, and he also played Doctor Strange. Well, he's the main character in this. It also has Vanessa Hudgens in it, and couple of weird cameo appearances like Johnny Knoxville and Richard Dreyfuss pop up in this movie of all the things. But it's in that vein of John Wick. It's this assassin who was about to retire, and some things go down with the company he works for, and he has to fend them all off in order to get his pension. That's pretty much it. There's a lot more deeper undertones to it, but the movie is a lot like, I would say, Smokin Aces. It's a lot of flash with a little substance, just enough to keep your appetite wanting more. But it was just all over the top. From the first 5 minutes of the movie, you realize that this is going to be colorful. This is going to be over the top, and the main character just drives it home perfectly. He does the comical with the straight lace so well, and you just engage in this and like it. If you're looking for something like John Wick, it's in that vein, but it's not as serious as John Wick. The universe isn't as expanded as that, but you can tell that this one is. This one was more like a comic book. Lots of the characters were very one-dimensional. You knew exactly who each one was, but by the end of the movie, you were rooting for the good guy. Good guy, I use that very loosely. And it was just one of those movies that's good to sit down. I mean, it's the perfect thing for Netflix. It's 2 hours, not even Netflix and chill, because you're going to want to pay attention to it. But there are some scenes and you're like, okay, if I had to detract anything from it, the writing was really bad in certain spots. They have some very deep and emotional scenes, and the writing for it just wasn't working. And Vanessa Hudgens, in one scene in particular, is trying her heart out. She's crying, she's emotional and everything, and what she's saying is just has no weight. It just wasn't doing anything for me. Like I said, but the other guy, I can't think of his name. He just does a great job with this. And there's a scene inside of a school that had me rolling, and it was just a great use of his character. He knew how to play this, and the way it ended, I do hope there is a sequel in the future. So if you do see this on Netflix, definitely check it out. It's one of those you want to sit down and kind of watch Friday night. You don't feel like getting out of the house or anything like that. Perfect movie for that. Again, if you liked Wanted, if you liked Leon the Professional, if you liked John Wick, or if you even like Smokin Aces, it's most like Smokin Aces, you'll definitely love this movie. Check out Polar. I keep wanting to say Postal, but Polar. Definitely check out Polar.